Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, temperatures are already starting to warm up into southern Oregon and northern California. We're looking at the 60s along the Oregon coast at 63 in Brookings, already 85 degrees right now in Mount Shasta City, and 70s from Grants Pass all the way out towards Lakeview. 77 Medford, 74 in Christmas Valley. Temperature differences between now and this time yesterday were about the same as we were for pretty much the entire region, which makes me wonder about the high temperature for today. But there is a system way offshore. We're going to start getting the southwesterly flow. Well, we're in the southwesterly flow now, but we'll start getting some of the moisture from this in the next couple of days, which will start to affect our weather beginning tomorrow. But in the meantime, we're going to be looking very nice, at least in terms of sunshine for the Rogue Valley for today. Temperatures climbing into the 90s. However, it may not get to 96 today, just considering where we are right now. It could be very similar to what we ended up with yesterday. Either way, it's still going to be hot because 90s is still hot. We're looking at a stormcast for best chance of showers and thunderstorms today. Will pretty much be into the Cascades and Siskiyou County, and that'll also spill over east of the Cascades this afternoon. Mostly firing up after about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now we'll start seeing increasing clouds for tonight, mostly high and mid-level clouds, and then another threat of showers and thunderstorms for the same region for tomorrow and about the same kind of time frame. But the storms for tomorrow could be a little bit stronger. We'll get into those details here in a bit. In fact, here are the details here. So the area is shaded in green. That's the best chance of seeing any kind of thunderstorms for pretty much today and tomorrow. There's no real difference hardly in the green shading, but what we're going to be looking at mostly is cloud to ground lightning, wind gusts upwards of 60 miles an hour if these thunderstorms are able to form, and maybe half-inch hail or slightly larger than that. That is entirely possible. So the forecast for today, again, that slight chance of showers and thunderstorms east of the Cascades and down to the south. Mostly 90s throughout our region, 70s along the Oregon coast, 93s forecast high for Mount Shasta City. So the thunderstorms will linger early on tonight, but then they'll fade on off, and then we'll see high clouds drifting into the area. And temperatures are going to be warmer. We're going to be into the upper 50s to low 60s. So the Brit Festival this evening, temperatures into the 90s, not a whole lot of wind, so that won't really help you out. So make sure, if you're heading to this event, make sure you keep yourself well hydrated because you'll need it throughout the day. Pollen's going to stay very high for the next several days. No real relief in sight. But the good news is that we're going to cool off this weekend from a disturbance moving in from the west. So we'll see those clouds on the increase. Again, we'll see some of the precipitation in parts of the region. Monday, the hot temperatures try to make a comeback, but they don't get quite as hot as it was looking like earlier. But we're going to see a slow cool down throughout the remainder part of next week. So if you're looking for cooler temperatures, we'll see it later on towards Wednesday and Thursday. But for the coast, we're going to stay in the 70s for the next several days. More cloud cover, though, for this weekend, and then more sun early next week. Northern California, 96 for today. See that chance of showers and thunderstorms for today. Also lingering through the weekend as well, and then sunshine returns early next week. Klamath Basin, you're going to have a better chance of showers and thunderstorms for Saturday and Sunday. A little bit less of a threat for today, but temperatures cooling into the 80s beginning on Saturday, and then maybe even upper 70s by Thursday. Cascades, almost the same kind of scenario. Chance of thunderstorms today through the weekend, and then drying out for Monday. Low temperatures mostly into the 40s. And here in the Rogue Valley, it's going to be a pretty toasty day today. We cool off some over the weekend into the 80s. Then we rebound a little bit with those 90s trying to come back. And then we cool off by Thursday around 80 degrees. So for today, it's just going to be pretty hot. It may end up being similar to what we had yesterday, but you know, what's a couple degrees? It's still going to be hot.
It's kind of a bummer that the cool off is still in the 80s. So
right.
It's important that people are, you know, like you said, drinking that water, using that sunscreen, and are aware of heat illnesses.
That's right.
Well, let's go ahead and switch over to Health Watch. I have